Hello, friends. 'Tis I, Moonhorse. I don't know why I said 'tis I. That was a little weird. Belady. Anyway, let's actually not read one of those stories. We're actually reading a story from the Am I the Asshole subreddit. Or rather a question, because they're all questions. I'm good. This is from a throwaway account from what I can tell, but we'll get right into the title, and then we'll just read the whole thing. That's how stories on YouTube work. Why am I still describing it? What the fuck is going on with me? Anyway, let's get into this. This is, am I the asshole for kicking my mother out of my wedding? Well, let's find out. My late wife passed away 6 years ago. Oh, geez, I'm sorry, dude. We dated for 4 years and were married for 1 before her passing. Ow. My mom loved her as a daughter since I'm her only child, and I guess she never really truly recovered. I love my late wife too, but after meeting and spending time with my current wife, I'm sure she was not the love of my life. My mom has never liked my relationship with my wife. She thinks I moved too fast and refused to believe/admit that my love for my wife is bigger and truer than the one I had for my late wife. There's a few instances before the actual wedding where I thought my mom crossed the invisible line, but my wife, wanting to be accepted, let it pass and asked me to not do anything. My mom was constantly talking and comparing the wedding and my first one, where we married young and I couldn't afford lots or big things. With my current wife, I'm financially stable and was capable of having a big, beautiful wedding. She asked several times if I could invite my late wife's parents to my wedding as an act of love and tell them I was still there for them, but I refused. I haven't spoken to them in years and I have no reason for keeping them in my life. She was very adamant, and even my current wife said that if I wanted to have them there, then that's okay, but I didn't want to. I feel like my mom had to hold on to my previous marriage too hard, refusing to let go and inviting me to do the same. Bad as it sounds, I was done, and I wanted to be with my current wife without the burden of always having my ex-in-laws there, watching the life her daughter and I did not have. During the wedding day, my mom actually showed up with them. I asked what they thought they were doing there, and they, very ashamed, said that my mother had invited them and they thought it was okay. My mom said that they were my family and I had a duty towards them. I said they could stay for the reception to avoid comments, but that I hadn't invited them and that I was sorry. I looked at my mom and said, "You're not allowed to stay to anything. Leave and we'll talk later." She cried and begged, but I asked her again to leave, and in the end, 3 of them left together, and my dad, who has been divorced of her for almost 15 years, called me an asshole. Okay, so this is one of the ones that does have a rating, and according to the subreddit, people voted and said that, OP is not an asshole. I'm not entirely sure I agree with that. Like, not full-on asshole, but there's definitely some stuff in this I don't agree with. I don't know why OP feels it's necessary to compare the two relationships. If you're happy with someone, be happy with them. They don't have to be superior or anything like that. Like, just, they're different. And you love the person you love. It doesn't make it any more or less. I mean, it just is what it is. I don't know. As for their opinion or outlook or whatever of their, I guess in this instance, the way they phrased it, former in-laws, it seems like OP is really coming at this as if his first wife's passing was more like a divorce. And it's just like, oh, I want nothing to do with them because, she's not around anymore. I don't understand that. Like, thankfully, knock on wood, I'm not in the same position. But I can't imagine just cutting off my in-laws entirely should I be in that kind of position. Like, they're still family to me. We've become family at this point. So I don't know. I guess I can't jive with that mentality. I can see if that is where your thought process is, and you didn't want them to show up to the wedding, how that could be kind of rude of your family to just do it behind your back. I can see that. I can see the, doing things behind your back being the bad part. Yes. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot of this was specifically comparing new relationship to old relationship. And I don't know why you would even do that. Like, it feels really weird to me, especially knowing that old relationship ended with someone fucking dying. So, like, I don't know, dude. This is really uncomfortable for me. Like, I don't like this. And as for OP, whether or not they're the asshole in this situation, according to the subreddit, no. But according to your friend Moonhorse, yeah, kinda. Yeah, like, that's a little fucked up, dude. I don't know. I can't agree with that. So, it's just really weird. It's very strange, and I don't know. I feel like there's definitely some stuff that we're not hearing, and that might be why, this feels a little odd. Because I could see if, you and your former relationship ended in, like, divorce, and maybe it was not a good relationship, or maybe the divorce itself was just really bad. Okay, then yeah, I could see that, but that's not the way this was described. It literally is just described as they had a pretty good relationship, and now it's literally like, oh, well, I'm better now. I have this new wife, and I have all this money, and I have all this stuff. And it's like, why does that matter? Why does that matter? Why aren't you just happy with, like, the person you're with? And it definitely seems like the new wife... I mean, I know OP mentions their name in this, but I'm trying not to say it. But it definitely feels like the new wife feels the same way that, like, I'm kind of describing. I can't say that. I don't actually know this person, but it definitely feels like that, because she's just like, it doesn't matter. They can come. It's fine. Like, it's all fine. And I have no idea why. It feels like OP has, like, some serious feelings towards his former relationship that he's not discussing. Because this feels weirdly vindictive. I don't know, dude. I'm aware, again, subreddit may say no, but I can't agree with that. This definitely kind of seems like a dick thing to do. But, what would you guys think? With these, I'm going to try and do a few of these, but, with these kind of things, give your opinion in the comments. I'd like to know what you think. So, what do you think? Was OP justified in saying that, like, his in-laws and even his own parents, after what happened, should not be at the wedding? Or is that kind of a douche thing to do? I mean, you guys let me know in the comments. But that's going to be the end for this video. So, thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed this, please do the YouTube thing, like, comment, subscribe, mainly because we're a small channel and YouTube hates that. And, fuck Google. Do it anyway. If you would like to support this channel, I have a merch store in which I sell some of the weirdest shit you've ever seen. I promise. And I have a Ko-Fi, which is like a merch store, except that you don't get any merch, and it is just donating to me. Almost like Patreon, but, Patreon fired their entire cybersecurity staff at one time, which is a little suspect. At least Ko-Fi didn't do that. If you have your own stories or questions or anything that you'd like to post that may get made into a video, send it to r/MoonhorseStories. That is my subreddit, and I will definitely see it. And, generally just be awesome. Oh yeah, there's also live streams. I shouldn't put that in as a footnote. I'm literally streaming right now. Sorry, chat. But yes, if you'd like to be a part of that, every Monday night is when we record these videos live. There's an unnecessary pause there. Anyway, thank you for being here. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.